Hello everyone, I am Julian Morris with the Channel 5 News. In the headlines, the Bay industry to benefit from the commissioning of a $350,000 factory. More post-Maria rebuilding support for Dominica from the Clinton Global Initiative. And 16 refurbished and well-stocked emergency shelters as we approach the 2019 hurricane season. The details coming up.
Imagine you have Hollywood at your command. Introducing Flow Evil.
Red cheese, gold rings, all black, everything creeping through the night.
Anywhere you are.
Big girls don't scream hard like Halloween, make me feel alive.
There's a world of entertainment here, and you run the show. Flow Evil.
Here are some tips to reduce mosquito presence in and around your home. Keep water storage containers properly covered. Remove containers that can collect water from your surroundings. Keep garbage bins tightly covered. Pick up your litter and remove all tires from your yard. Keep gutters free of leaves and twigs to prevent stagnant water. Prevent Zika, dengue, and chikungunya. Fight the bite. This is a public service announcement from the Dominica Red Cross.
This message is supported by Flow. Dominica is looking to expand its production of Bay products through the commissioning of a $350,000 factory. Andrea Louis has more.
The factory is located in Castle Comfort and is currently having the finishing touches added to it with the hopes of being officially opened in the near future. Recently re-elected chairman of the Dominica Essential Oils and Spices Cooperative, Philip Geist, says this new factory will create greater opportunities for farmers in the bay oil industry.
We are trying to have the bay oil being done in other areas, like aftershave, bay rum, and so we are now erecting a factory in the Castle Comfort area, which will be soon to be commissioned. So we hope that will be able to create some form of employment for at least 6 to 8 persons, and that would help the farmer to have another avenue of exporting of the raw bay oil. So we believe we'll be able to use the bay oil in several other areas so it can be sold on the local and regional markets.
Geist says this factory will lend itself to the large-scale production of bay rum products and will also complement the work of the distilleries in the outer districts.
We did bay rum before at the factory in Pititsavan, but we are going to do it on a much wider scale because the demand is much wider. And we do a much more authentic bay rum than other areas in Dominica. So the Essential Oils bay rum is an authentic one. It's a factory where you're going to make bay rum. So you would need to still have the distilleries to distill the bay oil and then have the bay oil being brought to that factory so we can have bay rum made and aftershave and rubbing lotions, detergents and what have you.
The Dominica Essential Oils and Spices Cooperative received significant help from the European Union towards this factory project.
The erection of the factory has cost us in the region of about $250,000 thus far. We have received assistance from the European Union to do the buckling machine. We got that from a grant from the European Union. It cost about $50,000 and all told. So the building at the end of the exercise will cost about $350,000 with the land, the building and the equipment.
The Dominica Association of Industry and Commerce DAIC will meet with a team from the Clinton Global Initiative on Tuesday to get more support for Dominica's rebuilding efforts. This as the DAIC's members look forward to ways to greater support the push towards climate-resilient mechanisms for the private sector. The Clinton Global Initiative, CGI, is a subsidiary of the Clinton Foundation, which was initiated by former U.S. President Bill Clinton in 1997 to provide humanitarian aid to countries around the world. The CGI is the network that seeks to turn ideas into action and convene with global and emerging leaders to create and implement solutions to the world's most pressing challenges. Executive Director of the DAIC, Lizra Fabian, says the CGI is open to discovering ways in which it can help Dominica achieve its climate resilience goal.
There's some investors as well as humanitarian partners, and they're looking to see how they can support the rebuilding efforts of Dominica. Dominica, we have a push to be the first climate resilient country in the world, and this cannot be done by ourselves. We need to partner with other individuals. So DIC will be hosting this delegation for lunch, and we are also engaging our membership in providing proposals that they would want to be shared with these delegates to see how we can collaborate to strengthen our resilient efforts.
Fabian says the assistance being sought from the Clinton Global Initiative is not solely financial.
DIC, we are seeking opportunities, or we are pursuing opportunities where we need support from the Clinton Foundation, either in terms of just connections or technical resources that can help us to further our commitment to building Dominica and making it more climate resilient. So we're pursuing different initiatives. I will mention one of them is STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math. And we really believe that STEM will take Dominica much further. We've not been placing much emphasis in this area in Dominica, and we're looking at connecting with key persons within the Clinton Foundation to add value to this initiative.
Dominica will be entering the 2019 hurricane season with 16 refurbished, well-stocked emergency shelters. Here again is Andrea Louis.
This is thanks to the United States Agency for International Development, USAID's $1.2 million sponsored project being executed by the International Organization for Migration, IOM. Work on these buildings is being done by local laborers with help from a team of volunteers from the Mennonites based in the United States. Team leader of the IOM, Jan Willem Wegdam, says so far renovation on 12 centers is almost complete.
We are currently repairing or finalizing the repairs of 12 emergency shelters. Actually, we are able within the budget to add 4 more, so we're going to do 16 emergency shelters, and we're now finalizing the last bits of that. So well before the hurricane season, we will finish all these shelters. We repair the windows, the doors. We do some painting. We repair the wash or the toilet and the sanitation facilities. Many get a water tank. We install 8 solar systems, so that even when the power is down, that there's still electricity. And sometimes it is just for, and we made 2 ramps for, so that those shelters are also accessible for people with disabilities.
In addition to renovating the shelters, the IOM is also stocking up the shelters to ensure they are well equipped for those who would be utilizing them in times of disaster.
We also are buying and distributing equipment in the shelters. Think of a wheelchair in every shelter, beds, cots, kitchen equipment, fire extinguishers, first aid kits. We have wheelbarrows, a tool kit with a hammer and a saw and a shovel, solar lamps, a lot of them. So those type of kits will also all be there before the hurricane season.
Another segment of this $1.2 million project involves enhancing communication among people in the communities. To this end, the IOM facilitated a ham radio operators training course, which saw 31 people, including 2 physically challenged individuals, becoming licensed ham radio operators.
We trained at least 31 more. Of those, we also trained people with disabilities. I'm very happy with those. And we also procured and distributed ham radios, radio equipment. We're now looking together with the Ministry and the Office of Disaster Management, and also with Darcy, the radio club, to see if there are still gaps. We might still have some funds to fill in some additional gaps so that the emergency radio network is up and running and ready also for the next hurricane season.
Renovation works have been done on emergency shelters in Calibishi, Bioche, Glanvilla, Wesley, Atkinson, Marigot, Sinico, Boitica, Scottshead, Mahu, Canefield, and Tarish Pit. The additional 4 shelters are Bellevue Chopin Primary School, Kings Hill Baptist Church, the Massa Canefield Primary School, and the Rivière Syriaque Monjon Disaster Center. Andrea Louis, Channel 5 News.
In other news, the keynote address at this year's World Youth Day rally has resonated with the audience. Catholic youth from across the country attended the diocesan youth rally held at the Newtown Savannah. Guest speaker Karim Bertrand said he turned down the invitation to speak several times before he finally agreed. Part of his address explored how young people today relate to God to the extent that some have replaced him with technology.
This God can only work for us if we give him the love and respect that he deserves. But for many of us, our God has become something else, something tangible. It's many things for many young people, but the thing that I think is the quintessential, what I call the dummy God, the substitute God, are our cell phones. Our cell phones are the first things we touch in the mornings and the last things we look at before we close our eyes at night. We go to our cell phones when we are happy. We go to our cell phones when we are sad. We update status, we change status, we put so many little dots. Sometimes I have to sit down and look at my friend's status and make time because there's so many little dots. The second most important thing to us after our cell phones is our cell phone charger. And the third thing after the cell phone charger is what? Is what? Well, it's the power bank. After the charger is the power bank. Traditionally, we've had patterns of going to people's homes and we ask, you have some water and I thirsty. But the first question we ask when we enter somebody's home is, come my friend, yes, come. What is the first question? What is your Wi-Fi password? We have replaced God, not just with technology, with our phones.
Bertrand made the point that some of those in attendance, while well equipped with their phones and accessories, did not carry a Bible in their bags.
But none of you have Bibles. And none of you have your missals because we have to go to Mass afterwards. Okay, some people say they have the Bibles. Is that home? Okay. Some people say, oh well, I have a Bible app. But the book of Matthew tells us that no one can serve two masters. For either he will hate the one and love the other, or he will be devoted to the one and despise the other. It goes on to say, you cannot serve God and money.
And Deputy Chairperson of the Diocesan Youth Commission believes the attendance of young Catholics from around the country at the weekend's World Youth Day rally means the future of the Church is secure. The Diocesan Youth Commission is an organization dedicated to the spiritual growth and holistic development of young people.
Your being here today is a sign that your spirituality is of some priority to you. And that also tells that there is some level of hope for the life of the church. And may I say to you young people, just last year, 2018, the AEC conference brought hundreds of our Caribbean youth to celebrate under a theme that said, transforming our Caribbean families, or transforming the Caribbean families. And let me say to you that this is not over as yet, because it is a process.
Father Nigel Karam took the audience a little deeper as he spoke on the theme of the rally, Behold, I am the handmaid of the Lord, made done unto me according to thy word.
She was open to God, open to receiving his grace, open to doing this work, this special work that he had called her to do. Now, Mary was a young girl, no older than some of the young women who are here today, no older than some of the young men who are here today. And she says, be it done to me according to thy word. I'm opening myself to you and to where you are going to lead me. Sometimes our hearts get hardened, coarsened by the events and the experiences of our lives, and they get closed. Today, God is inviting you to open yourself to Him, to open your heart, open your life, open your ears.
Father Karam says it's only in opening ourselves to God that we will be able to receive life, joy, and peace. You are watching Channel 5 News. We'll have more after this.
Si ou ni maladie HIV et bien maladie sexuelle, si ou pas protéger corps là ou kan sexe avec plusieurs monde, ça kay mette la vie ou en gros danger. Ou ka expose tout partenaire au poison et que ça qui ka vini avec maladie. Servi yo condom chaque fois ou kan sexe. Changer qui est important pour découvrir maladie à bonheur ou ça vivre en bonne santé même si ou ni maladie HIV. Prends responsabilité, protéger corps et puis les autres. Examinez corps. Aidez du bout si même maladie HIV et l'autre maladie sexuelle.
Here are some tips to reduce mosquito presence in and around your home. Keep water storage containers properly covered. Remove containers that can collect water from your surroundings. Keep garbage bins tightly covered. Pick up your litter and remove all tires from your yard. Keep gutters free of leaves and twigs to prevent stagnant water. Prevent Zika, dengue, and chikungunya. Fight the bite. This is a public service announcement from the Dominica Red Cross.
This message is supported by Flow. And some good news for the family of 27-year-old Nell Hilaire of Maho. Just last night, the police released this missing persons flyer saying Hilaire had gone missing since Sunday, 7th April. But the story took a turn for the better on Monday when the police released information to the effect that Nell was not missing at all. In fact, he was safe. It appears he was admitted at the acute psychiatric unit on the 6th of April after he complained of not feeling well. He is currently a patient there. And One Day's Event Planning pulled off its first ever annual bridal and event brunch on Sunday at the Goodwill Parish Hall. The event provided an opportunity for prospective customers to meet, know and interact with the vendors in the event planning industry. For over 8 years, the staff of One Day's Event Planning have executed several weddings here and overseas. The company's goal is to continue to exceed customer expectations.
An event planner can save you money by helping to avoid costly mistakes. Number 2, they allow you to have a life outside of planning your event. Number 3, they become the go-to person at the event so that you don't have to answer every question. 4, an event planner packs up at the end of the night. Imagine that. Number 5, they take on the targets, logistic, and creativity so you can focus on the fun stuff. Number 6, event planners can find solution when people can't make it. Number 7, a good planner helps you bring your vision to life. Since you can't repeat this day, having a pro on hand to help is priceless. Please visit Wandy's at 28 Stieber Street on Pottersville in Roseau. The event you are imagining done.
Imagine you have Hollywood at your command. Introducing Flow Evil.
Red cheese, gold rings, all black, everything creeping through the night.
Anywhere you are,
Big girls don't scream hard like Halloween, make me feel alive.
there's a world of entertainment here, and you run the show. Flow Evil.
Here are some tips to reduce mosquito presence in and around your home. Keep water storage containers properly covered. Remove containers that can collect water from your surroundings. Keep garbage bins tightly covered. Pick up your litter and remove all tires from your yard. Keep gutters free of leaves and twigs to prevent stagnant water. Prevent Zika, dengue, and chikungunya. Fight the bite. This is a public service announcement from the Dominica Red Cross.
This message is supported by Flow. To end the news, a look again at the headlines. The Bay industry to benefit from the commissioning of a $350,000 factory. More post-Maria rebuilding support for Dominica from the Clinton Global Initiative. And 16 refurbished and well-stocked emergency shelters as we approach the 2019 hurricane season. Feel free to contact us at news@mapin2k4.com. You may access our past newscasts on our YouTube channel. On behalf of the production team, I am Julian Morris. Thank you for watching. Join us tomorrow.